Believe it or not, we are more than halfway through the year. No, I have no idea how that has occurred. It feels like it was just January, and certainly that it was just the first of the month, and yet we're nearing the end of July. This is a great time to pull out our goals, to take a look at our desired results for the year, and consider any adjustments. Now, first, let me say this. Making adjustments to our goals at certain intervals during the year really makes a lot of sense. Once we set something and then we start working towards it, we learn more. We may even learn that what we thought was a goal or desired result isn't for this year. Do not hesitate to do some revision of goals, to add goals midway through the year, or even sometimes to abandon certain goals. There's a variety of ways to do this midway review. And this year I did it a little different, and let me share with you what I did. It didn't take me long. There was a bit of pain in it, and yet there's a lot more benefit. So here's what I did this year. I looked at my results. Now, our results demonstrate our commitments. And the thing is, we all have results. We all have results. Now, they may or may not be the results that we desire, and yet we all have them. So I looked at my results, very specifically my results. And first of all, I just looked at my results, and I was looking for evidence of what I have been committed to. So whatever we're committed to will show up in our results. So I started there. I had not even yet pulled out my goals and my desired results for the year. I just looked at my results, and I looked at what those results seemed to indicate in terms of my commitments. Then I pulled out and looked at my desired results and goals. And yes, I have a pretty good idea what they are. I was trying to keep myself in the moment. And guess what? There were some areas of celebration. I was excited. My results are demonstrating my commitment. I am moving in the direction of my goal and desired results. A couple of other, there was not really evidence in my results that I'm committed to those things. So I celebrated where I saw the commitments and that alignment between my results and what I said at the beginning of the year, and as I go through each quarter, what I'm focused on. The areas that did not show up in my results, I went back and I looked at them. And I was looking through several lenses to decide what to do. One is always, I can recommit. I can look at it and say, I haven't been committed to it, and yet I have time, I can recommit to it. I also look to see, are there adjustments? Have I started working on it and then it has slowed down? Are there adjustments that I want to make to that desired result or goal? And then the last thing that I look for is this the correct goal? Is this the correct time? Is this for me to do now? So I result with really a celebration of where I see that I'm making progress. And then there were some that I recommitted to, like just refocused, really felt like they had fallen off the radar. There were a couple I made some tweaks. There were a couple that I realized, I need to make some tweaks and adjustments on my calendar and how I'm managing my time. Because I think I just have not been leaving time enough for certain things. And there were a couple that I changed fairly dramatically based on where we are in the year, based on what I've learned on working towards them. So recommit, set aside, and adjust. Those were the three options that I gave myself when I was considering the things that were not showing up. Now, I also did a quick look at the things that were celebration just to make sure that they still were highest priorities, and in light of everything else I looked at, that I was still on target and going to continue. Midway through the year. Why do I say midway through the year is an important time to look at our goals? It goes like this. Pretty soon school is going to start. If you have kids, School starting shifts things. We move from summer to the school year. If you're employed in a school district or anything related to that shift in school starting, it has a certain disruption and it changes our rhythm and our flow. We then go from school starting, really fall, some of those changes. Then we get into Halloween. Then before we know it, it's Thanksgiving. And then we're to all the holidays. The year seems to go faster once we hit that school starting. This is a great time to just pause a bit and take our temperature and make some adjustments with our goals. Look at our results. And what do they tell us about our commitments? And how does that align with the things that we said that we wanted at the beginning of the year? Remember, setting aside a goal is not a failure. Not entirely reaching a goal by the date we set is not a failure. We are really looking for concrete evidence that we are moving in the direction of our desired results and our goals. Take a few minutes, find a quiet spot, and take a look at goals. Now's a great time to do a little bit of fine-tuning. Bye for now.